Hi, so we are Augean Robotics, here today to talk with you guys about farm robots, my favorite topic. And before we begin, we'd like to just explain a little bit about how we think we're different. When we look out there at a lot of the robotics companies that are developing things today, many of them are focused on complete automation, so doing a task completely from A to Z. And when we think about it, we think there's actually a lot more opportunity on the lower end of the market building robots that help people work more productively. So in pursuit of that opportunity, we put together a small team that has a background both selling and marketing machinery and developing robotics products. And we've put together this team to solve a problem. When we look out there on farms and in construction applications and in logistics-intensive businesses, there are many tasks where people are picking, packing, and lifting stuff up with their hands, placing it onto a cart, and then running that cart back and forth. And when we think about that task, we view the picking, the packing, and the lifting, the high dexterity part of the task, as the high value part, and the running around part to us is waste. So to solve that problem, we have developed something that we call Burrow. And Burrow is a small robotic cart that can follow you like a dog. So he actually, there's no leash, there's no beacon, there's no receiver. He's got an algorithm that recognizes a person. And as he follows you, he records the path that you've traveled, which he can then retrace back. So he can function as a virtual conveyor belt from where you might be picking fruit to where material is being collected off the field. And as we think about this product, I think some other things to keep in mind. Today, about half of our costs are sensors, so we're building a prototype for around $5K. We're aiming for about an $8,000 retail price, and we think that we can bring that cost down quite a bit over time. However, at that price point, we found a number of applications with paybacks in the year or two range. And as we look at the marketplace, we believe that this is north of $1 billion market. I think this is a lot of stuff that people don't typically look at. ATVs, hand carts, wheelbarrows. There's a lot of this stuff out there. If you get on any farm, it's some of the most ubiquitous tools that you see people using. And as we look at the competitive environment, we do see that some of our competition agrees with us. They view this as an attractive space. However, most of our competition is based in Europe, and they tend to be building things around higher cost hardware, so we think that we can beat them to market by moving more quickly. And on that note, in terms of traction, to date we are completely bootstrapped with about a $53,000 founder investment. We have used that investment to develop our prototype and our technology and to find 6 large companies that want to run pilots with us in the spring. And those companies include the largest blueberry grower in the world and a top 3 US table grape grower. So to run those pilots, we are looking to raise a $500,000 convertible note. That will be used to scale up our team, to refine our prototype, and actually get it out there in the field in a lot of these operations. And lastly, I do have financials. I think the important thing to keep in mind is that we're moving quickly with scale in mind. John Deere started with a plow, we're starting with a cart. So with that, we are AGR. Thank you very much for having us, and would love to chat. Thank you.